Hi, hello, and welcome to Bryant Systems. Thank you for watching my YouTube video tonight. Please stay to the end. And what I want to do right now is just say a little prayer to the children or the young people that died in Manchester. And I'm going to use my Tibetan bowl. It's only going to be a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to talk about my book, the book that I've been reading, not my book, the book that I've been reading, which is called The Gut Vein Connection. So if you're suffering from panic attacks, stress or anxiety, you must watch this video. Okay, so here we go. So just sending love and healing out to the mums and dads and the people that lost loved ones today, and sending a prayer into spirit world to the young people that are no longer on the earth, that are with spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit. Okay, and I'll light a candle as well. So that was just a respect out of the people that died last night. I was asleep, so I saw it this morning. And you know, you have to go on the internet, check your emails and stuff like that, and it come up on AOL, and I was really saddened by seeing that. So I'm going to talk about my own journey as well with this mind-gut connection. So it's an excellent book. I can't put it down. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I really want to say a big thank you for Paul Chek for putting it on his blog. I read his blog, and he put it on his blog, and he said it was a good read, and he's never wrong. Look at all the books behind me that he's recommended through the studying I've done being a master practitioner. So what I want to talk about, back in August, I was supposed to go to Peru. I booked the flight, booked the hotel, booked everything, and I was supposed to fly on the Friday. I went to the airport and was in the airport, but getting these horrible emotional attacks, which I've never ever had before. So getting these attacks, and was queuing up to put my luggage on the conveyor belt. That wasn't working properly. Then went to book a business class flight. That didn't work properly. That I waited nearly an hour to get through to that. Then went through customs. Then got on the plane and had a massive attack and had to come off. And was thinking, what the hell is going on with me? I'm a fit guy. I look after myself. Where are these attacks coming from? So I went to the doctor. The doctor said, oh, you're just suffering from big anxiety. I said, why am I suffering from big anxiety? I've got money in the bank. I've got lots of clients. Work is really, really good. I could not make the connection. Some of my friends said to me, oh, it's the shamanistic work you've been doing. It's too deep for you, blah, 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 which that was all nonsense as well. And so to cut a long story short, it's taken from August last year to now to really find out or 4 weeks ago to find out what was going on. So back in January, I had a lab test done to find out if my gut was okay. And I found out I had E. coli, I had a parasite and another bug in the system. And I researched them in the books that I've got on parasites and what I've learned as well, and realised that these bugs could be causing the problem. So I decided to change my diet, change everything in which to kill the bugs, because bugs love sugar, and I love sugar as well. I'm a sugarholic, but I've got it under control now. I've got rid of candida and all the other issues that I had. So then what I did was I had another test done. And this is the test here. And as you see, it's showing different areas which are wrong. And here, where I've got a UTI, which a UTI makes you wee constantly and it's really slowed down. I'm on holistic medication in which to balance my gut to brain. So what I found was, while I was going through this problem, is that I was having all these emotional issues, which I would never normally get. I was getting panicky, I was getting angry, I was getting suicidal thoughts, and I'm like, this ain't me. I love life, I love my job, I love what I do. Where is this coming from? So I researched all the bugs and realised that the bugs could be causing it, and realised that this balance in the gut could be causing it. And this book, written by a PhD or a doctor, opened it even more. And he's saying that we all know people that are very aggressive. They may be teenagers, or they may be in their adulthood, and they may be old. They may be getting older, and they had a really stressful upbringing, and this affects the gut lining. So the doctors and the medical professionals, apart from this doctor in the States, will not really talk about that. They will just talk about, oh, right, you're depressed, you need to take some drugs. Ah, you've got a bug, so we're going to get you on some antibiotics. So antibiotics means anti-health. So all my friends and colleagues were going, you need to take the antibiotics, Scott, that they're saying you should take. Now, I don't take antibiotics because what I did was, back in August, I took some antibiotics and had 10 panic attacks a day. 10 panic attacks a day. I couldn't go to work, I couldn't go out, and this was totally not me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm a healthcare professional. Why am I going through this problem? And what I learned from it was amazing. I learned more deeper compassion, more understanding. And then I started to research fungal infections. I read everything online, and I've got 4 books on fungal infections. So that was one thing I needed to get rid of. So I done the special diet that I do to get rid of the fungal infection. Then I decided to get a very in-depth lab done. Done the very in-depth lab, got recommended some holistic treatments to get rid of the problem. But the holistic treatment was so extreme for my gut that it caused lots of issues. So I ditched that, and then I went somewhere else and got this new lab done, and they recommended some other stuff which is not so aggressive. It's all about healing the intestinal flora, and this is what I'm doing now. So we can, even though I'm a healthcare professional and I'm a Chek practitioner, I'm human. Only human. Have you heard the album? It's brilliant. I love it. But we all get sick. We all get problems. But with my sickness and my problems, I learn from them, and I can grow to help other people. So I do lab testing with my clients. I do physical testing with the clients. And I just had 2 inquiries. One signed up today. One inquiry was from a woman that's got constant gut pain. She's constantly stressed and doesn't know why. And the doctors just say, it's in your head. You're just stressed and there's nothing we can do, which is normal for the doctor to say that, because they don't have time to look at your health history in-depthly and do some very good labs in which to find out how healthy the gut is. All they want to do is give you a drug, give you another drug, another drug. I've got a family member that's on 10 different drugs. So one drug will counter-react the other drug, and that drug will counter-react, and that drug will counter, and really killing the person slowly, which I totally disagree with. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So really sad that that's happening, but I can only advise. I can't push the person too hard in which to make the big change that I'd like them to make. So with this gut-brain connection, it's all connected to your childhood and when you're a child. And I went through a very aggressive, very stressful upbringing. But lucky for me, instead of migrating towards drugs for the rest of my life and alcohol, I went through the stages of drugs and alcohol when I was young and realised it wasn't for me, and just got away from it, because I've always been into health, working out, like 27 years now, and love the gym and love being in shape. I'm 46 now. So in the book, it explains about the gut-brain connection. It explains about the flora and the bacteria in the gut and why it needs to be. You need to have 50-50 balance of bad bacteria to good bacteria in the gut, and how people get holes in their gut. They get a leaky gut where all the food is passing through and not being used properly, and that affects the brain and the thinking and what you're doing. The other thing that the book spoke about, which I thought was really impressive, is that they spoke about a parasite called toxoplasma. Now, I've had 3 clients with toxoplasma. Lucky enough, I haven't had that parasite. It's fucking horrible because it makes you feel like you're going mental. And I'm already mental anyway, but that's a joke. But with toxoplasma as a parasite, it gets into your brain and causes disbalance in your thinking. So you may think you're going mad, but you're not. It's the parasite causing the problem. Okay, and toxoplasma comes from cats and mice and dogs as well. So if your cat eats a mice and swallows it or bites it, the mice toxoplasma will go into the cat, then the cat will come and lick you. Cats lick you, don't they? Don't let it lick your face. But if it licks your hands, wash it straight away, because you may get this toxoplasma. And toxoplasma has been linked to cyclists as well. So when cyclists have got toxoplasma, their balance and their connection to distances is imbalanced. So look, they found in England that when they lab tested dead bodies, that they found that they had this toxoplasma parasite in the brain that was causing the misjudgment when they was on their bikes, and that's how they crashed and got killed. So that was really, really interesting in this book, and it's talking about relaxing and breathing and meditating, in which to get your gut to heal, and how to stay away from stressful people. Don't watch the news when you're eating your food and stuff like that. So in a really amazing book. You must read it if you're suffering from anxiety. And the other thing it said, which was really interesting, is that if you've got a family member that's got Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's disease, the chances of that coming from their gut is ginormous. So Muhammad Ali, when he was fighting, he was a very, very stressed guy. He was always ranting and raving and losing it. And he didn't drink enough water. He didn't believe in drinking water when he trained, which is crazy, but they didn't know what we know now then. And he died of Parkinson's disease. And it just makes me think of the upbringing he might have had. I've got a DVD on Muhammad Ali, which I'm going to watch tomorrow, and find out how his upbringing was, whether it was really aggressive and really full on, or did he come from a totally loving family, and whether that could be linked to his Parkinson's. Now, I've got somebody really, really close to me that's got Parkinson's, really, really close to me, and I know their history and their upbringing was not good. So it's really making me realise that the connection to the gut brain is so important. The same as when it comes to winter time, and you'll see everybody's getting colds, everyone's getting flu, everybody's having time off of work, and that's simply because their gut brain is not connected. What do people do before the Christmas period? They're going on binges, binges with their work colleagues. They're eating tons of sugar because lots of sugar's going around. Then the bugs start happening because it's damp, it's cold, it's wet. And this is what's causing a massive problem. And this is why the winter time a lot of people get sick. So I'm just going to give you some top tips of what you can do to really heal your gut. 1, use L-glutamine, but get a natural organic form. 2, do bone broths on a regular basis. 3, do coffee enemas to clean the bowel and get all the toxicity out of the bowel and cleanse your liver. 4, drink your body weight in ounces of water every day. 5, take a very good probiotic. Dr. Mercola's probiotics are the best, in my opinion. 5, stay away from foods that you're allergic to. So make sure that you get tested for the foods that you're allergic to. 6, stay away from stressful events. So a lot of people feel their stress in their stomach. So I do. So if I get into a row or a debate, I try and walk away from it now because I can feel it in my stomach. And I know it's killing me slowly, so I'd rather not be killed by getting into a debate over what I do or what I believe or whatever. So that's why I like doing YouTube videos, because I'm not getting into a debate with you face to face, but you can debate at the bottom. What other top tip can I give you? So don't take antibiotics unless it's a life and death situation. There's always a way around antibiotics, and I've proven that myself. Okay? Try not to feed what's in the body. So if you feel you've got a bug, come and see somebody like me, get tested, find out what bug it is, and work out the best way to get rid of it. Antibiotics are not always the best way to get rid of parasites. If you take an antibiotic to get rid of a parasite, it will make your gut impermeable and the gut not to work properly, and you may get infested by many more. And I've experienced that myself. So you've got to really, really be careful. So I use holistic treatments. It takes much, much longer, but I'd rather it take longer than it to be a quick fix and then I have a problem later on down the road. Your gut is number one for your health and the health of your brain. So if you're somebody out there that's suffering with, stress, anxiety, or candida, or a parasite, and you don't know what to do, or the doctor's saying it's all in your head, please comment at the bottom. Please go to my website at the link, and please like the video. I hope you've liked this video. It's been 15 minutes long. If you can tell me what this is, what I'm going to show you now, and you'd like to do a free hour, then you can do it if you can tell me what this is. I've spoken about this in a video before, so you should be able to find it quite easily. And this is it. So what do I use this for in my healing sessions? When I do my shamanistic work, what do I use this for? It's absolutely beautiful. I really love it. I take it to bed with me. I really connect to this because it's really, really powerful. Okay, so I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems. I hope you've really enjoyed this video, and say a prayer for the young kids in Manchester and the people that have died. There may be more going to die. I hope there's no more bomb attacks. But I wish you all love and peace and happiness. And please subscribe there. Please like the video. And I'll chat to you again very, very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.